experience.
Jennifer Connelly, good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
From a beautiful mind to an ugly monster, although you can't really tell there. I mean, I understand you signed up for this movie before you'd even read the script. Is that right?
I did. I'm with Ang Lee, who directed the movie, who, I really love his work. I think The Ice Storm was such a beautiful movie, among other things he's done.
Sense and Sensibility, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Hidden Dragon. And so I had a meeting with him, and he told me about the product and what he was doing. And I had read about 50 pages of it before I agreed to do it.
And what was it about his approach? Because he had sort of a different vision, if you will, for this movie. I guess one that maybe a lot of people wouldn't anticipate.
Well, I think he's so creative, he's so intelligent, and really, I think he's also very meticulous as a filmmaker. And everything that he does is infused with his sensibility.
And he also, I guess, was a stand-in for the Hulk at various times during the filming. Is that true?
I heard rumor of this, actually. I didn't see it on the set so much, but, it was largely,
That's sort of fun. To see this sort of diminutive man sort of doing his Hulk thing.
Oh my goodness, I've never seen that myself.
So, a lot of people are familiar with the basic storyline, but can you tell those who may not be what this movie really is all about?
Well, Bruce Banner is my partner. We work in a lab together with scientists, and he has a genetic mutation that comes about because of work that his father, who was also a scientist, had been doing before Bruce was born.
Hate when that happens.
Hate when that happens. And then he has an accident in the lab, and brings about this change in him, which he then struggles with as it's sort of coming about. The movie takes place just as he's emerging as the Hulk.
And you all are not only colleagues, Betty Ross and the Hulk, but there's some sexual tension.
We were an item, recently broken up at the beginning of the movie.
To say the least, he has some anger management issues.
Yes, he does. I've been pressing him to sort of, get at his repressed emotions, and I get more than I bargained for.
Now, what triggers the change in him? Is this genetic mutation behind?
It's a content that he has in the lab, and then the catalyst is anger, rage.
So have you seen the finished project?
I did. I saw it about a week ago, and it was really interesting for me because I hadn't seen any of the effects. It was all done after we finished filming it, so I was shocked. It's so well done.
Was it hard for you, obviously, when there's such special effects involved in a movie like this? You have to basically react and act, I guess, in front of a green screen, right?
Yeah.
Did you have to do that a lot?
I did.
Was that your first experience with it? Because you don't do it. Well, I guess you have done some special effects movies.
I think I had done a little bit of it before, but in Walking Dead, I think we had a little bit. But I didn't have much green screen, but they did add the Hulk later, and often I was looking at like a little pink tape mark. That's where he'll be, and Aang's sort of telling me what the Hulk will look like and what the Hulk will be doing, and I'm just hoping that what I'm imagining is what it will actually wind up being,
How hard is that, though?
It's sometimes really humiliating because you feel like you're in amateur mime class, sort of pretending to be lifted up and doing all these things, and but it's fun, and Aang was really helpful throughout the whole thing.
Now this is a pretty star-studded cast, right? You have Sam Elliott, who plays your father.
There's my father, General Ross.
Nick Nolte, who plays the Hulk's father.
Who seemed to have a blast making this movie. He plays a sort of mad scientist who's completely unhinged, and he just did a great job.
Yeah, he's an interesting person, isn't he?
Yes, very interesting person.
And obviously you have Eric Bana, who plays the Hulk.
He plays Bruce Banner.
Bruce Banner, and
then a computer who plays the Hulk, or Aang, as we've seen, plays the Hulk.
Meanwhile, tell me what you're working on now. I think did you just finish a project with Ben Kingsley?
I did. After the Hulk, I did a movie called House of Sand and Fog, which should be out in the fall, I believe, which was really fun. Complete opposite, sort of character-driven, small movie. And now doing the tummy thing.
I was going to say, you've got another project. Your next project is due to be released in August.
Yeah.
And you're going to you're expecting a little baby boy.
Another boy.
And you have a 6-year-old son already.
Just about July, he'll be 6.
Well, congratulations. That's
Thank you.
exciting. And also best wishes on your recent nuptials.
Thank you very much.
And it's good to see you, and good luck with the Hulk, and of course, most of all, good luck with the new baby.
Thanks.
It's exciting. Thanks, Jennifer. And by the way, the Hulk opens at theater 20th. Still to come this morning on Today Hollywood, heartthrob Josh Hartnett. I'm not sure. Hartnett. Equal emphasis on both syllables. Okay. Anyway, he'll be here a little bit later. He's still coming. But first, these messages.